What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and we are here today playing another episode of Dawn of War Dose. We have a mission here left on Calderis, where we have to defend one of our foundries, and given how important foundries are in this game, just for maintaining a competitive edge against the time-lapse of the game, because you kind of have a limited time frame for a lot of the stuff, the extra deployments will help me hold this. Additionally, we've got a lot of foundries on this planet, which will help us get more deployments, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. But before we do that, I need to kind of arrange people and figure out who I want on my dropship. Now, I think I could probably get away. This mission is up against the Eldar. I think I'll bring Thaddeus instead of Avitus, because we already have a heavy kind of person in our force commander, kind of a hybrid heavy melee character, and I think that's the only person I'm going to swap out for now. Now, you're probably wondering why I have the other guys that I've kept. Well, Tarkus is just nice to have around all around. I mean, I didn't want to use the word around twice in a row, but it's just nice to have him in the vicinity when anything kicks off, because he's a great unit. He's well-rounded. With Thaddeus, we can use him to break up assaults along one side, and with Cyrus, the nice thing about Cyrus is that he's got melt-a-bombs. So I'm going to hold on to him just so we can keep melt-a-bombs, because the enemy we're up against is going to deploy something, I would guarantee. Additionally, he can snipe their weapons platforms, which is always good. That should be all that we need, I think.
The Eldar are closing in on one of our automated foundries, Commander. This appears to be part of a campaign of sabotage directed at the sector's manufacturing facilities. Losing the foundry would compromise our ability to respond quickly to distress signals. We must protect that foundry, Commander.
Okay, well, let me close that down really quickly. Let me see what he's rolling with. So he's got the Psalm of the Warriors. I actually want him to bring something else along with him. Now, I could do the Signum. That'd be kind of an interesting thing to use. Some blind grenades? No. I don't know what I want to bring with me. Cyrus can use those, and anybody can use those. Okay, so let's give him the landmines. And those are anti-infantry. Okay. And then we will take Thaddeus, and we'll throw the melt-a-bombs on him, just so we still have the ability to throw out some anti-tank grenades if we really need to. Now, given how many power weapons I have on hand, and that wasn't like a pun that I meant to make, so I apologize for it up front. That's right, we have power fists, we have weapons on hand, we move forward. Anyways, we've got multiple power weapons ready to go, so I think we should be alright against any sort of mechanized assault, but I just want to make sure, because tanks really seem to be the sort of thing in this game that really bust up your defensive line. Let's go! I'm going to want to deploy our sentry guns as quickly as possible, because I think we're probably going to be up largely against infantry right now. They'll probably bring in a tank or something. Down in the intelligence, it said that they were going to bring a psyker in, it sounded like. So,
what do the Eldar want with a foundry?
Suffice it to know that they wish it, Avitus. And if we fail to protect the generators powering the foundry, they will have it.
I prefer to drop as many of these as I can right now. Let's get people into position here and there and everywhere until we figure out where the enemy's going to be coming from. Oh, they're coming from that direction. Okay, well, let's get everybody out here and ready to roll. We do have some free deployments, too, I thought. Yeah, there it is right there. So we'll deploy another one. We've also got landmines. Are we getting hit from anywhere else, or is it all over on this side? Okay, good. It's all over on this side. So let's have the Force Commander move out. And he's going to bear the brunt of this assault. They're going to do some crazy elfy front flips through the air. They're going to get their Drizzit on. And it looks like we have a weapons platform. I'm going to need that to go away right meow. Let's go ahead and have him fall back too, because he's pretty much being taken on by all psychers now. Or warlocks. Oh, Seer Council. That's why they're so easy. That's why they're busting up my line without any problems. I'm going to grab some extra gear. And then let me put the tackies in right there. I'm going to have them advance. It keeps putting him back in ranged mode, and that is not what I would like. This first assault is coming in pretty heavy. Let's see if I can snipe that platform in the back. There it goes. And then I would prefer... We have one sentry gun left? Okay. Get everybody in here. Force Commander, you fall out of the combat for now. His health's a little bit low. And Thaddeus is my number 3 guy, huh? Well, let's have him go ahead and mess with their line. And so there it is, and we're going to pull him. Actually, no, let's make a push. There it is. The power weapons handle it. So let's get them back out and away. And as soon as they've gotten out of that line of fire, we should be all right. There's one supply box left. Force Commander, I need you to pop that box. Are they now? Well, maybe we should return fire. Did you guys think about that? Yeah, there you go. Go ahead and shoot them. I promise, nothing bad will happen to us. The next assault appears as though... Well, there's only 2 ways they can hit us. Let's put down some landmines. I'm gonna move forward as much as possible. Oh, they're coming around this way too. That was a little deceitful what the game just did. And it's time to jump again. We're gonna bust up this line. There it is, so that they're no longer rushing towards us with a homicidal look in their eye. They're now rushing towards the ground. Suppose I'll move my scouts in. The Transit of Faith. And it looks like we have another Seer Council on its way in. So I am going to need Force Commander to help out. And we lost our cover, which means I'm going to have to draw back. I don't really have a choice. Let me take Thaddeus and see if he can drop in over here. Like a bad party guest. There it is, and these two should be able to rip the remainder apart. Kill that last Seer Council. Okay, and then we're going to pull out. Oh, we're getting hit from this direction now, too. Scouts, get yourselves up in that building. Talk is, get back over here and replenish your squad. And we're out of cover, so we're pretty much standing out in the open at this point, which is bad. Very, very bad. However, Thaddeus is ready to jump again. So I'm going to have him disrupt these platforms as best as we can. Then I need Force Commander to kind of sally out of his covered position. Also with... Oh, who's blowing stuff up over here? Something bad is happening. It's making me very, very sad. Probably could have melt-a-bombed these. So there goes that platform. I'd like to get a grenade out on that one as well. So there goes that one. Oh, and Force Commander is actually taking a tad too much damage. Assault Squad. Yeah, let's wipe out their support staff over here. And then maybe right when he lands, we'll throw out a Melta really quickly. I mean, he probably could punch that one to death pretty quickly, but we'll use a Melta on it, just in case. It's getting pretty rowdy in here. Got 15 seconds until our next wave. So let's start dropping some mines around.
Assault squad on the way. Assemble outside. Enemy combatants in the field.
Force Commander I've kept over here for a reason. I'm sort of paranoid. Yeah, they keep swinging around instead of... So it's indicating... Oh, we are going to get some that way. Okay. Well, Force Commander and Thaddeus can handle this little group of threats over here, I think. And we're going to put him in tactical advance and also taunt. And they should be able to soak a little bit more damage. As soon as this is back up, I'm actually going to have Thaddeus jump in to help out. Ew, okay. Well then. I need a Melt-a-Bomb on that. And then everybody else, fall back a little bit. It's another med kit off. There we go. So now that's down. And we're now being hectored quite badly by a number of issues. How he got into stealth, I don't know, but I'm going to put him inside the building. God, they brought in a lot more armor than I figured they would. This is actually a fairly sizable assault. Kind of a terrifying one at that, too. Hopefully we can hold down the fort right here. And who knows what's going to be in their last wave. We still do have a lot of tarantulas up, but the lack of cover is what concerns me. Let's go ahead and throw Thaddeus into the fight here. Bit more damage done. The pitiless light of truth. That's actually a very apt name. Truth does tend to be very, very pitiless. I like that name. It fits. We've got a few... Oh, the final assault's coming. Okay. Well, everybody's at reasonable health. Where's the final assault coming from? It's coming down that way. Okay, which means I'm going to need to shift people.
Taking up a new position. Be vigilant.
Force Commander, get up on in here. We've got a small group right here. Nothing too worrisome. I do want those Banshees to jump at me, though, not at my scouts. And at this point, they could go after either. The Force Commander's a tad overextended, so I'm going to try and draw him back into the center where they're going to be eating a lot of fire. Because I do want to make use of everybody that's available. I'm going to have Thaddeus jump in. And as soon as he's in, I would love to see some Melta-bombs off on some of these platforms. So there goes a Melta. Let's go ahead and get Thaddeus out of there. I don't know where this fabled Wraithlord is that's around somewhere. I don't think he's actually in combat with us yet. Is that him right there? Yeah, okay. I'm not terribly worried about a Wraithlord. Go ahead and snipe that other platform. Down it goes. Master-crafted Scout's armor. Don't mind if I diddly-do. We'll grab that. Force Commander is using up his final medkit, and as soon as the Wraithlord is down, I think we'll be in pretty much at the end. The Hand of Fury. Draw everybody else back, and then we'll take Thaddeus, and we'll give him the honors of finishing off this last little group, assuming nobody else butchers it first. So there's a little bit of damage done. They do that little hoppy-skippy jump all over the place, and combat resolved, I think.
Reposition. Mark.
Back to the shadows, Eldar.
Well done, Commander. The Foundry remains operational and under our control.
And considering that's how we get our extra deployments, we really want to hold Foundries. Like, other things we can sort of ignore, but Foundries we absolutely need. The Rite of Holy Fury. Not... Well, there's a 2% chance when you get hit that your damage will increase by 50%. That could potentially be really badass. Assuming you can get the procs to go off. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a bunch of deployments to play with. Any level ups of note? Thaddeus almost made it, but we'll probably sacrifice a couple things. Get him up to level 15. We may bring him on the next mission, I think. I think there's another defense mission right after this.
The Foundry is secure now, Commander. We are uncertain why the Eldar wanted the Foundry. Usually they do not care to use our technology.
I like how he's got like a little camera on his head, like a head wiggler. It's just a little wiggling camera on his head that just kind of refocuses on stuff. Pretty awesome. I like that from an artist standpoint. From the standpoint of artistry, I guess. Let's filter through here and find all of these white items and get rid of them. Cyrus has earned himself a level up. So now he marks targets. And that's going to be really nice because the target that he has marked, you have increased accuracy against it. So that means that pretty much everybody that has kind of scatterfire weapons is going to benefit tremendously from being paired with him. Thaddeus leveled up just like I said he would from donating that other stuff. We'll also get rid of... There was another thing of scout armor in here, wasn't there? Did I forget to pick it up? Or did I just sacrifice it? Maybe I just sacrificed it. We'll run through here, make sure there's no white items to be burned. No, it doesn't look like there's anything that we can get rid of. Some of these lower level purity seals we should probably drop too. I don't tend to use them anyways, so they kind of just take up space. So there's a little bit more done. Force Commander's gotten his next level up. I'm going to go for the next loadout slot, I think, because 2 loadout slots, I really want shoulder missiles. You guys remember my monologue about shoulder missiles. They're just badass. the mech warrior pilot in me just, it needs shoulder missiles. Without them, I just can't be happy with myself. I don't know if I want to move towards... I'm going to go for this one first so that he regenerates health every time he deals damage. Actually, no. I was moving towards loadout with him, I remember now. So that he could be a little bit more utilitarian for us. Unfortunately, there's nothing really that I want to equip him with right now. Give him some blind grenades, maybe? That might be useful at some point, I don't know. Jump in blind people and then throw a melt on somebody, that might be nice. You can never tell with these sorts of things. And then let's go ahead and swirligate our way on over to somewhere. I don't think we want to go to Typhon just yet. I think we want to go to Meridian, where we have an optional defense mission. So let's go ahead and jump on over to Meridian. Now here we are. Who are we up against here? Orcs? Okay. That's a little bit sketchy because I don't know if they're going to bring like killicans with them. I don't know like what kind of ordnance they're going to drag along with them. If it's anything like the Eldar, this could get really, really nasty really, really quick. Luckily we have Terminator armor, which seems to make life easy. I think I'm going to do this defense mission... Yeah, we'll do the defense mission in the next episode, because right now I'm not positive I can get it done in time. My schedule's still a little bit busy, so you'll all have to forgive me. I do want to thank you for sticking with me through the last week. The last week was just incredibly hectic for me. I know I haven't been commenting on like videos or anything like that. It is because I've had my head buried in like a 700-page textbook for like the last little bit. So I am back now. I've got another 3 or 4 weeks until my next little scribble of midterms, or my next little gaggle of midterms, and so we shouldn't have any other impediments before then. I will see you guys in the next episode, and take care out there, everybody. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. When I announce things, it's always on Facebook. Like, I rarely announce things through Twitter or the Steam group, but like if something goes wrong and I can't upload, or if YouTube is being janky and I can't like sometimes they shut down YouTube to where I can't upload for like 10 or 15 hours, and it might make me miss a video. That's where I do all of my updates, is on Facebook. So if you find yourself wondering why a video hasn't been posted, you may want to check out the Facebook. See you guys next time.